What if I told you there's a secret ingredient hiding in your pantry that can wake up tired, compacted soil in less than a week? It's not a miracle chemical or an expensive lab-made elixir, it's the humble lentil. On a whim, I buried a handful of these tiny legumes in a barren patch of my garden, and what happened just 5 days later was so dramatic I had to grab my camera and share it with you. The soil, which was once hard and lifeless, had become a soft, crumbly, vibrant ecosystem teeming with activity. It was an unreal transformation, and today, I'm going to show you exactly how to harness this power for your own vegetable garden. At first glance, this seems like magic, but the science behind it is beautifully simple and incredibly smart. Lentils, like all legumes, are packed with nitrogen, a primary nutrient that plants crave, but they aren't acting as a direct fertilizer in the way you might think. When you bury them, you are not planting them to grow a lentil crop. Instead, you are providing a massive, high-energy food source for the most powerful workforce in your garden, the soil microbiome. This microbiome is a universe of beneficial bacteria and fungi living in the earth. When you introduce raw lentils, these microbes swarm the bounty, breaking down the legumes in a frenzied feast. This explosive microbial activity is what you see physically transforming the soil. As they work, they create tiny air pockets and produce sticky substances that bind soil particles together, creating that beautiful, loose crumb structure we all dream of. This process, a form of green manuring called lentil sprout tea, doesn't just feed your soil, it fundamentally rebuilds it. The best part about this technique is its sheer simplicity and cost-effectiveness. You don't need a chemistry set or a big budget, just a few items you likely already have. For this, you will need 1 cup of dry, uncooked lentils. Do not use canned or cooked lentils, as the cooking process has already broken them down and they will rot instead of ferment. You will also need a large jar or bucket and non-chlorinated water. Chlorine in tap water. It can be a bit of a nuisance because it can harm the very microbes we're trying to cultivate. So, if you only have tap water, just let it sit out for a good 24 hours to allow the chlorine to dissipate. Now, here's the exact formula. You take your 1 cup of dry lentils and place them in your jar. Next, cover them with 4 cups of non-chlorinated water. This 1:4 ratio is the sweet spot, giving the lentils enough room to expand and ferment without overflowing. Seal the jar loosely. You definitely don't want an airtight lid as the fermentation process will produce gases that need to escape. Let this mixture sit in a warm, dark place for exactly 48 hours. You'll know it's working when you see bubbles forming. After 2 days, you have 2 choices for application. You can use this potent lentil brew in 2 equally effective ways. The first method is to strain the liquid, creating a powerful microbial tea. Dilute this strained liquid with additional non-chlorinated water at a ratio of 1 part lentil tea to 4 parts water. Then, simply pour this directly onto the soil around your plants or onto a new garden bed you are preparing. The second method, which is, well, my personal favorite, is to use the entire mixture. Take the soaked, slightly fermented lentils and their water and dig them directly into the soil. Bury them about 4 to 6 inches deep in the areas you want to revitalize. This is where the real magic begins. Whether you applied the tea or buried the slurry, the clock is now ticking. The introduced microbes get to work immediately, multiplying at an astonishing rate. In just 3 to 5 days, go back and gently scratch the surface where you applied the treatment. You will be astounded. The soil will be darker, loftier, and have that perfect cake-like tilth. It will smell rich and earthy, a sure sign of a healthy, living soil. This is the proof that your soil food web is thriving. This lentil technique is more than a quick fix. It's a long-term investment in your garden's health. That explosive microbial bloom does 3 critical things for your vegetables. First, it unlocks nutrients that were previously trapped in the soil, making them bioavailable to your plant's roots. Second, the improved soil structure allows for better root penetration, water retention, and oxygen flow, leading to stronger, more resilient plants. And third, a thriving microbiome helps suppress soil-borne diseases, creating a naturally disease-resistant environment. Think of it as building the foundation for a thriving vegetable patch. By doing this simple treatment at the beginning of the season or before planting new crops, you are setting your tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and lettuces up for a season of explosive growth. You're essentially baking a nutrient-rich, fluffy cake for your plants to grow in, rather than forcing them to struggle in hard, compacted dirt. The results you'll see in your plant's vitality and yield will speak for themselves. This simple lentil trick is a powerful reminder that some of the best gardening solutions are found in nature's pantry, not a plastic bottle. It's a testament to the incredible, unseen world beneath our feet. I challenge you to try this in one small section of your garden this week and witness the unreal transformation for yourself.